he said, pray about it. Pray about it. Go and get it win. So yeah, what you do on the left, you do on the right. There needs to be balance. Your parents did not give birth to you just to be abused by some random person that you decided to love. You made the decision to love that person even when they were not deserving of your love. You keep fighting with your friends for a man who will never fight with his friends for you. Welcome to my palace. Hello lovers and friends, welcome back to my palace. I am the female king Shady Basiranyho. If you are seeing my face for the very first time, hi and welcome, and we'll give you until the end of the video to subscribe to my channel. Episode 2, we're doing this again. Welcome to yet another beautiful episode of a 2K's perspective. On the previous episode we spoke about heartbreak, we spoke about, touched on moving on, touched on healing with God. We spoke about a lot of things that have to do with the end of a relationship. Now, on this particular episode, I want us to talk about moving on. Moving on when you're still hurting. I think in most cases, there are people who try to move on while it still hurts. The heartbreak is still fresh and you want to move on and forget about that person. Some people can do that successfully, some can't. Some find themselves in a situation where they are in a rebound situation. How do you then identify a rebound and real love? Naman guys, but hopefully by the end of this video I would have unpacked things that you would like clarity on. Lust, infatuation, or love. Whatever it is, you might find your answers right here. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Let's get into the video. So, moving on was, surprisingly this time around, moving on was easier than all the times I tried. When we were on and off, I tried moving on. I went on dates with guys, got to know new people, but the problem is that I was still looking for the same person in different people. It wasn't fair on those guys that I was trying to get to know, but there was one particular person that was different from all of these guys. That guy was lucky enough not to be treated like I'm still looking for that particular man, you know. When he came into my life, we never thought that we would like each other the way we liked each other. He came into my life when things between my ex and I, my previous partner and I, were all over the place, on and off. Yes, the inconsistency from my relationship, and then I found consistency somewhere else. But was that consistency enough for me to leave my previous partner? No, it wasn't, because I still went back when the heart wants what it wants, it wants it, and there's nothing in this world you can do to ease what the heart wants. So that particular man and I could not get into a relationship for whatever reason. Maybe I'll talk about it one day, maybe I won't, but that man and I did not get into a relationship, and I tried different men, but I'd still look for my previous partner in those men. So coming back to the final breakup where I was like, you know what, I'm done. Like I previously mentioned, I blocked him and started to get to know new people. So there was this one guy in particular that I started talking to. I met him on a random day and we started talking. From the get-go, I did not like him because I just met you, so what's there to like? So we got to know each other. This man was very consistent in communication. Some of the things, some that's like the main thing that I always look for: communication. Are you able to talk to me? Or you pick up the phone and give me ridiculous updates? Just let me know. Make me feel like I'm a part of your day, even when I'm not with you. Can you do that? I'm not saying we must talk 24/7, but I am saying we must talk for 7 days. The week has 7 days. You cannot tell me that you don't want to talk to me for 24 hours. That for me is a deal breaker. You might as well just move on to people who want to be with somebody like me. Yeah, but so that guy and I, in terms of communication, I liked it, but he was just pushy. He wanted things that were far from our situation. We hadn't reached a place where I like him or think him very comfortable around him. We did not reach that point, and already you making these big demands. That time we're not even in a relationship yet. So it was just crazy times. Wait, that light is a bit weird. Let me try and sort it out. Yeah, while trying to sort out the light situation, this whole situation fell. So I'm just glad that everything still looks okay and everything is working. Can't remember where I was, but that guy and I that I was talking to right after breaking up with my previous partner, him and I did not work out, so I had to call that off. And then, guys, and then a few days, not really a few days, maybe 48, 2 days, yeah, 48 hours after I said goodbye to the other guy, I met this other one that has been in my life, right? He has been in my life for the longest time, but we just never had a conversation. We both were settled in our little relationships. We thought we had found people that were for us, and so we didn't even look at each other like that. So I knew about his existence, he knew about mine. We were indirectly in each other's lives, and yeah, we just never thought we would end up together or whatever the case may be. So I have successfully moved on from my previous relationship, and where I am now makes sense for where I am now. I don't know if you get it, but when my partner and I met, we met each other halfway. You know, we were both moving on from our previous relationships, and we were not trying to love bomb each other. We were not trying to just be, listen, we were not even trying to bleed on each other. So we opened up about what had happened in our previous relationships. So yeah, we both met each other when we needed to meet each other, you know. I think this is so confusing when I say meet each other. I'm not talking about the first time we met. I'm talking about when we met to talk about our situations and everything like that. So when we met to talk about those things, we realized that there could be something here. Our values align so far. Right now we both don't want games, and so far it has been great. Did the healing journey stop because I met a new person? No, it does not stop. A few weeks ago, I dreamt about the man I was with, and when I woke up in the morning, I was just irritated already. I was just irritated because I have a history of when I dream about this man, he comes back into my life. So I was just irritated. Why does this man keep coming back when I'm trying to move on and be happy without him? So I was just very irritated that particular day until I told my partner what was happening, and he said, pray about it. Pray about it. Honestly speaking, I've never been with somebody who lets God lead. And you don't have to know all the answers in the world because you're only human. Sometimes surrendering your problems to God will help you deal with what it is. So when he said that to me in that moment, I was in shock, first of all, because I'm not used to that. I'm not used to somebody telling me to pray about it, more especially my partner, somebody I'm with. So it was just a whole situation, dreaming about him meant he was coming back, and it always happened like that. You dream about him first, his friend sneaks into your life somehow, asking to meet up with you and him, just, catch up and whatnot. Basically, now you fall for it because why? Gone girl, I get win. So yeah, it kind of also led to the uncomfortable conversation in my relationship. If he does come back, then what? Do you feel like you still love this man? You know, those valid questions in my relationship, questioning the realness we have. And in that moment, I appreciated those questions because I needed to ask myself those questions as well. But because I am up to here, get that relationship, I don't hate him, but I also don't want him in my life anymore. I have forgiven him for everything. I have forgiven him even though he has not asked for forgiveness. I don't need him to ask for forgiveness in order for me to move on. Had I just held on to everything that I experienced in that relationship, I wouldn't have easily moved on. As for my feelings for him, I have this thing you could see. I will never really know how I feel about a person until I see them after healing or during healing. If I feel something for that particular person, I would have to investigate what it is. Does it have potential to ruin things for me? Or that's just your heart saying goodbye for the last time? I have fallen in love before, and I have told a man that I am falling out of love with you simply because he was not living up to the standards I had for him in my head. If you are rude, if you are disrespectful, bottom of the barrel. I cannot be with somebody who does not know how to respect me. As much as we say women need love and men need respect, it does not mean that the other party does not deserve to receive the other's need. As much as you need love, I need respect. As much as you need respect, I need love. Vice versa. A relationship is a two-way street. What you do on the left, you do on the right. There needs to be balance. But in a situation where there's disrespect and constant disregard of your feelings, you can never ever find yourself forgiving that over and over again for the rest of your life. You have to sit yourself down and ask yourself if this is what you want for the rest of your life. It took me 4 years to leave and never look back. There's a time for everything. It's even there in the Bible, the book of Ecclesiastes. You have to just find it. I think it's in the second chapter. I don't know. There's a time for everything. Time for mourning, time for joy, and. And if you are in the season of a breakup, experience all of the emotions as they come. There will come a time where you are okay. There will come a time where you meet your knight in shining armor, or your princess Diana, or your princess, or Kimang, who's the other one? Cinderella. There will come a time where you meet a partner that will meet you where you are and take you where you're supposed to be. And if that is the future, kids, marriage, and all of that, be present in that. If you still need to heal from your previous relationship, don't self-sabotage, because that is very common when you're trying to move on from what hurt you, what broke you. You will try to self-sabotage, and that is your brain trying to protect you. Sometimes it will say things like, oh no, what if he comes back and I've moved on happily? As you should. As you should. You shouldn't be sitting around waiting for somebody who does not want you. Your parents did not give birth to you just to be abused by some random person that you decided to love. You decided to love that person even when they did not deserve to be loved. Let me say it again. You made the decision to love that person even when they were not deserving of your love. Now you have to make another decision. Is that person worth it? Are the good things that are happening in our relationship, outweighing the bad ones that have happened or are still going to happen? You're the only person that knows your partner. You know if they're going to change or if they're not going to change. Stop trying to be Mother Teresa. If a relationship does not work, it does not work. Moving on is hard, but it has to happen. Your relationship could be seasonal, but that does not mean it's the end of the world. It's the end of a chapter. The more you hold on to this particular person, the more you delay meeting your husband, your wife. Let go of the person who does not want to be in your life. The very same person that you are holding on to could be the reason for your downfall. So in everything you do, make the right decision. Pray about your decisions before you even make them. Because vele we have, even when we ask for advice, we already know what we want to do, but we just want people to talk us out of it or confirm what we want to do. So, moving on is hard. I'm saying it again. It's hard, especially when you've spent so much time with this person. Routines were created, and now you must let go of that and get to know a new person. Yes, when you meet these other people that are not for you, you'll feel like going back and apologizing and begging that person to take you back, because the streets are cold. People in the streets don't care about your feelings. They don't care about where you come from until you meet somebody who wants to be with you and wants to be your boyfriend, wants to be your girlfriend, not somebody that's just looking for a partner. Be careful of what you allow into your life when you are broken, because that's when Satan's little serpents will make their way into your life. And because when you think everybody is trying to be kumbaya with you, you will allow them into your life, and by the time you open your eyes, it's too late. So I can say all of these things I'm saying, but at the end of the day, it's up to you. Is that man worth it? You keep fighting with your friends for a man who will never fight with his friends for you. Is he worth it? He will never choose you. He will choose his friends. He will choose his ego. He will choose his pride. He will choose everything that has nothing to do with you. Is he worth it? Moving on is hard. Moving on is hard. Why did you love him the way you loved him? Is it because your father couldn't love you the way you love him? Is it because of other personal deep issues? Yes, I had to go to your father because sometimes we love the way we love because of the absence of our fathers, the way our fathers raised us, or whatever the case may be. Absence or presence of a father will always affect how a woman loves. Same applies with men. Presence, absence of a father and a mother, it will affect how you love. It will affect how you see women and men. You can see all this men are trash trends. But are they really trash? We keep saying men are the same. And I will come here and say men are not the same, because I have experienced 3 guys that I can say that they had my heart. This one and this one were 2 different men. I only got to know this one for maybe a year or 2. And I realized that he wasn't for me, and that's why we never dated. This one, we dated for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. But these 2 are not the same. This one's disrespect was different from this one's disrespect. But they are not the same person. They can never be the same. The way they treated me is not the same. So I can't say men are the same just because we did not work. Both these guys have good qualities. They have good qualities. They were just not meant for me. This one gave me a different experience from this one. And this one did not know or does not know what I want in a man. He came as he was to me, and I made the decision based on what he was showing me. This one, on the other hand, and most probably this one, they knew what I wanted. They knew what I wanted. And they gave me exactly that for a few months, and they got tired. They got tired of putting up a facade. But this one, when it came to communication, he didn't even try. He didn't even try. So I made the decision to be with this one, even though his communication was bad. Yes, in the beginning or before I became his girlfriend, everything was kumbaya, communication was kumbaya. He even said, yes, because now you are my girlfriend, I don't have to communicate as much. and I still stayed. This one knows nothing about what I want. He knows nothing. He does not know what I want. And so far, we've been great. Just tell them that I want you to be yourself. I want to decide based on what you show me if kaobata or not. So that they can be themselves. We're getting to know each other. Because now if I'm going to tell you what I want and you are born good to you're bound to give me a version of yourself. You think you can win me over. Hey. So be careful when you're moving on. Be careful and silence when it comes to getting to know a man. Let him be himself. Let him ruin chances of you getting together. And yeah, I think at this point, I've mentioned a lot. I touched on the fact that I have moved on. It was messy, guys. It was so messy. Let me think about the past 4 years. I think 4 years. 3 guys, I think. I couldn't move on. 3 guys. And I was like, yo, it's not gonna. I think 4. But I did not date these guys. I was just getting to know these men, and I was like, yo, why? You know, even now, now after the breakup, I swear to God, I found myself thinking, I hate that man for putting me back in the dating pool. And then I realized that no, I actually don't hate him. I hate getting to know new people. I hate the idea that people will want to sell a version of themselves to me before letting me get to know who they are. And Kante God was just looking at me and saying, Shebeng, wait. And it has been calm, Shem. You know when somebody comes with their piece, like a piece, and when you're together, it's just it's just like what more can I ask for? When you pray to God for peace and he gives you peace also in the form of a human being, what more? Usafunani. Thank you so much, guys, for watching until here. It has been so great. It has been so amazing. I love talking too much. I love this segment because I'm not only telling a story, I'm also giving you advice. So if there are those ones who are still in high school, sweetie pie, I don't know what advice to give you because I chose not to date in high school. I tell people at work, would say I didn't date throughout high school, and they keep calling me a liar. I'm like, why would I lie? Why would I lie? At that point, I knew these are little boys. They've got nothing to offer me. You can't even offer me marriage because I know you are lying. I know you are lying. So let me not waste anybody's time. If I like somebody, I'm not going to tell that person because I'm not going to give them a relationship. No. They were talking about, oh, high school Mjolo is nice, see? And I was like, yeah, even the lies that are there. No, I just did not want to be lied to. The whole, oh, wena. Dude, we just got here. We're in high school. You can't offer me anything, and I can't offer you anything. So, asiyek. So, yeah, my high school was just very peaceful, no Mjolo. And then varsity, no Mjolo still. Oh, it was this one, but we did not date, so it was no Mjolo. Okay, we were talking, dating, but not in a relationship. So yeah, be careful, guys. The streets are cold. Hopefully somebody will find you, or you guys will find each other, and you'll make sense out of whatever you guys are trying to build. Compatibility is so important, guys. It can make or break a relationship. So if you find yourself in a position where let it go. Let that person go so that ningamoshani, because we have a tendency of ruining good things. So yeah, man, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to tell your friends and family about me so they can tell their friends and family about me, and so on and so forth. Skalabalang guys, please subscribe to the channel, please give it a thumbs up, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you've never watched any of my other videos, please go right ahead and like all of my videos, and yeah, feel free to send me topics you'd like me to touch on. You know, if I have a personal story on it, I'll also talk about it. I don't know, maybe the next one will talk about trauma incurred in a relationship and why moving on is hard. I think we did that today, right? Yeah, we sort of did that. Maybe trauma and emotional abuse, things that we incur in a relationship that we are not even aware you are not supposed to be dealing with that. So I will sit down and sit my thoughts down with me and yeah, record another one. And yeah, man, I will see you soon. Love you. Bye.